crafters, it's Jen Evers with Quality Crafts, and today I did my besties show and share, and I revealed this card, and it is a pull card, which is really cool. You slide this little girl all the way to the left, and then it reveals the happy birthday in the window. And I got one request. I said I would show a tutorial if it was requested, and I left a little note here. JW23, thank you so much. She's one of my subbies, and she requested that I show how I did this. And so I'm going to let you know right away that it is a silhouette cameo cut. And so I don't have any dimensions for you. It automatically cuts it for you. This is the base. This is the T slider that makes the card move. There's a little dot that you put your image on that you want to move, and then it cuts out two pieces that go like right here on top of the card. So basically the only thing you have to do is just bend over all of your score lines, put the T piece into the slider card, fold all of these over and put glue on them, and then shut the card. Unfortunately, I mentioned in my video that it's not my favorite because this T, as it hits this side here, that hole right there is way smaller than the T that's supposed to slide out of it. So here's how I remedy that. I slide my T all the way back to the edge here, where it would naturally sit, and line it up here, and then I take a pencil and I go ahead and I make two lines right where that's going to slide out. Then I just go and take my scissors, I cut those little pieces off, and then it's already cut here in little score lines. I don't know if you can see that, but if I just pull, it comes right off. I don't even have to cut it. The little cut lines will just let it come off. And then I line this back up again, make sure that that's going to go right through the hole, and it is. You can kind of see that there's a little extra space on either side, which is fine because then it'll slide easier. And then I go ahead and tuck these in and make sure that it is going to go through there, and it is. And then, like I said, in the other one that I had made, this tends to be very flimsy, so I double this up. I'm not going to double it up for the tutorial today, but when I did this card, I actually tripled this one, so it's very, very thick, which is why it pulls out nicely, but it's really hard to get back in. You really have to push it, because I really made it thick on the inside, because where this T goes right here, it catches on the way in and out. So let's just see how this goes. I'm going to glue this down. I'm just going to use a little bit of wet adhesive on each one of these panels. So there's one here and here, and then the one across the back, and then the one across the bottom here. And you get all those down, and you can close this up. Make sure your T's in there. My T's are already in there. You can tell because this part's sticking out. And then I'm just going to give this a nice little push here and wait for a second to let it get a good adherence. I've never made it this small, so this would be a fun experiment to see if this works a little bit better. Normally I blow up this image before I cut it to a 12 by 12 or even larger. And then while we're waiting for that to get a nice dried adherence there, I'm going to go ahead and just take these two and put a little color on them so that we can see them better. So I got some scrap paper here, and I think I'm just going to use some inks. How about some purple and pink and blue? Well, pink for sure. I like pink. Let me check my time. I don't want to go over on time. So we'll add a little bit of pink. And I'm just using some little pieces of felt that I cut on my own. It's cheaper than buying all the extra tools, and they get old, and then I just recut more. And we'll add a little bit of purple. Yeah, and I think blue would look nice. Let's go with blue. Switch out my little, there we go. might even be able to get one more color on there. What do you think? I'm thinking maybe a yellow. Yellow or a green? Yeah, let's go Old Olive. I really love Old Olive. I don't know what it is about Old Olive, but man, I really love this color. It's just fantastic. You know what? That pink on the edge just doesn't look like enough pink for me. I might add some more later. But anyway, that will help. It'll stand out now so you can see where I'm putting it. I'm just going to go ahead and flip these over. Add a little bit of my ATG here. By the way, my ATG gun, best investment I ever made. I adore that thing. Absolutely love it. So these two panels just pop on the front. Super easy. I think I'm going to put them opposite ways because that looks really cool. Pop them on. And then this should slide. And it does slide, but guess what? It doesn't go back. And it's catching. You can see how it goes sideways there. But see, so this design, genius design, but it just doesn't, I don't know. We'll have to think of some ideas of how we can get that to go better. See, it's just totally catching on the inside. It's going to tear that piece of paper because the cardstock isn't that thick. That's my concern. But anyway, let me finish the last piece of this, how this goes. The dot is to go over the top so that it sticks to this part here and then sticks to your image that you would put on top. So let me grab a little image. What can I use? Like maybe one of my flowers here. And I go ahead and use glue dots or, you know, 3D tape. You don't have to use 3D tape, but I feel like it gives a little lift so it's not catching on things. So I go ahead and I put one in the window where I want that to go. Okay, and then I put the circle right over the top of that so that it's equidistant on both sides. And then I put another one on top of there to pop dot the image that I want to put on. And I really don't want to stick this down. So I'm just going to tap it on lightly because I want to use that for something else. But anyway, that finishes off the card and then you can go ahead and pull it and it moves that piece. Super cute. I really love it. It actually is sliding a little bit better now that we have that on there. But still, yeah, not the most awesome. But I like the card. So again, I want to give another shout out to JW. Where did I put my cheat sheet? Here it is. JW23. Thanks, sweetie. I'm sorry I don't know your first name, but go ahead and let me know what it is. And thanks so much for requesting this. Thank you everyone else for joining me today, and I'll see you guys next video.